Hey everyone, this is John at Advanced Diagnostics USA. Sorry about the glare, it's a little bit sunny today. This is a 2009 Prius, and it's got the slot key, the old style slot key, and the push to start. So you guys have worked on these systems. It's kind of a pain in the drain to do them, but I'm going to run through it. So I'm on. First thing I've got to do is, first of all, I've got this key is used. It's from another vehicle, obviously very used, but it's got a good battery in it and it functions. I know it worked on the car that it came from. So it's a used key. It came from another car. All right. So the first thing you got to do is place it in the slot, and we're going to go to the menu, and we're going to go to Reset Transponder ECU. Okay, that's the transponder ECU. That's the chip in the key. All right, and I'll hit the check mark and insert the key. Leave the ignition off. Okay, because I have no key to the car. I can't turn it on at this point. So what I do is hit the it's in there. It's off. Hit the OK. All right, and you see it gives me a message. Look for the solid def light. All right, right up on our dash, boom, there's our solid def light. Now, first thing we need to do is, unless we're going to program another key, if we put another key in there right now, it'll accept that key and the learning mode will close out. Because we're only doing one key right now, we just have to do what the cycle the power button on and off quickly until the theft light goes out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and hit the on off, just like this, and you'll see in a second. There we go. It's gone out. Okay, so the theft light is out, and the buttons are not programmed yet, but this car will now start and run. You see it's in the ready position. And what I like to do with these is, because they're, if the battery's not that great, what you can actually do is do the reset of the next step you can do with the ignition on, and you can kind of, I don't know if you can hear it in the background. I'll turn the radio off here if I can. But the car can be running, do this procedure, so that you're not, there we go, thanks, sorry. You're not having to worry about, is the battery going to die during this? What for an older car is a long 16-minute wait with the door open, and the car's not using much juice sitting here with the door open, but it's better to just leave it running like it is now, because we can do that step with it, this next step, without any hesitation. It doesn't affect the procedure at all. So next thing you want to do is go to the Reset Smart ECU, and that's the ECU that controls the buttons, the RKE on this key. Okay, hit the check mark. Okay, please ensure the driver's door is open. Okay, and that's the important bit about this. This driver's door needs to stay open the whole time. Somebody comes along and closes it at 10 minutes, you're done. All right, so the 16-minute time required, hit OK, and that timer begins. And I will be back 16 minutes from now, show you what to do at the end. Again, we're resetting the Smart ECU. This is the second part of the procedure to get the key to work fully. At the stage before I did this, I had one transponder programmed. I can put that in the slot. I can turn the car on. I can drive the car. I just can't use the buttons. This Reset Smart ECU will enable a used key to go in, and it will be fully functional at that point. All right, hope you're having a nice day. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, I'm back on this Prius. So what I've done is it's kind of a real world situation, in that I've taken a key from one car and programmed it into another, and then this car that I'm on here provided the key for another car right next door to it, and I programmed that in successfully, and now I'm on this one with the key from Prius number 1, and it's so it's a real world situation where you've programmed the key from a used car. Basically, you took one from a used Prius, popped it in another one. It's the same system and everything. And I've heard that these keys are not reusable, but this myth busts that 110%. So what we're going to do is we've gone through the Reset Smart ECU procedure. Again, recapping what we did in the first video is we programmed the transponder for this key, and it's in the slot and it's got the ignition on, and that way the battery will keep the car alive. We'll have really good voltage. If you see, we've got really nice voltage on the Smart Pro through the whole procedure. So basically we've done the Reset Smart ECU, and now the car is basically ready to accept the prox part of the procedure for the used key. And what we do there is we go to program prox keys, okay, hit the green check on that, and it's going to say, do you have a registered smart key? Any registered smart keys? Well, I don't have a registered smart key. I have one that's a transponder, but it's not registered yet. So I'm going to say no to that. And it's going to ask me if I've reset the Smart ECU, which I did, and that's why it's asking me that. So I say yes, and insert a registered transponder into the slot. Okay, there is one. Okay, open the driver's door, and the driver's door is open. And I'm going to turn the ignition off and back on just for the sake of it. And that's 2 pushes. Get the red light to come on that says ready up at the top there. Two pushes. First goes green, second goes red. Okay, so switch ignition on. All right, so I've done that. Okay, now it's saying to switch the ignition off, so I do that. That allows me to take the key out the slot. All right, I'll just place it right here. All right, hit OK. Remove the key from the slot. Okay, I've done that. Press lock and unlock for 2 seconds. So I press the lock and unlock 1000 to 2000. Okay, and then release it, and I hit lock. I don't know if you heard that in the background, a nice set of 2 beeps. That was the car receiving this used prox. So now, procedure complete on the Smart Pro. Okay, and what we do now is we're done. We can test everything with the Smart Pro still connected. What happens now is this key now fully functions, okay, and can start the car out of the slot. So there we go, ready.